friends, how are y'all doing? So, this is my empties for November 2022, and I'm cold. I have clothes on, but I'm wearing my dressing gown. Some people call it a robe. It's like plush and warm, and it says it's 68 degrees in the house. My thermometer says it's 68 degrees in the house, but I'm cold. So I have my little propane heater going. But yeah, and I didn't even bother with makeup this morning. I just didn't want to put it on. So there's that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do Vlogmas or not. I feel prompted by the Holy Spirit to do Vlogmas. Of course, when you're prompted to do something by the Holy Spirit, you don't know why He's telling you to do what He's telling you to do. Well, today's December 1st, and I was in no mood or shape to make it yesterday, so that didn't happen. Like, make Vlogmas day 1 or make an intro and outro. Usually, if I'm going to do Vlogmas or something like that, I spend hours making the intro and the outro, and so I'm going to call this Vlogmas day 1, and it's going to go up late because it's already like 2:48, and it's going to go up late. So we'll see if Vlogmas continues. That's my dog. So anyway, I am going to go through the candles that I went through, and I did not get all 15 done, but you guys know how I feel about challenges. If you have something to aim for, you are more likely to get something done rather than nothing. So that is what I did. I aimed for 15 candles and only got 9 done. But let me show you. These are in no particular order. I'm just going to start with the one that's closest to me. This is Vanilla Pumpkin Latte. And this one is a Sonoma candle from Kohl's, and you can see it did leave a lot of residue on the glass, but it was a fine burn. This smells like a very mild latte, and by mild I mean the coffee. The coffee is not Starbucks. It's like watered down Maxwell House. It's very light. And there's a lot of milk and there's a lot of sugar. Almost like a marshmallow. So you can see I did not finish. This probably had another evening in it, but it's not smelling like really strong anymore, and I'm ready to move on to Christmas candles, so I'm gonna call it done. I would give it like probably like a 7 out of 10 as far as strength and throw and performance. It was a decent candle, and I always tell you guys, you can save these Sonoma jars. They're very thick jars. You can save it for your tumbler of whiskey or whatever. So this is a candle that I delabeled, Pumpkin Waffles from Great Value from Walmart. And as you can see, I could have finished this, but the wicks got like this every single time. And you see all that soot. This was like after 30 minutes. I mean, this was an aggressive burn. I don't even know if you can get these anymore because I haven't bought one of these Great Value candles in a while. But this is a very sweet There's not a lot of spices. I'm afraid I'm gonna get soot on me, so I can't like shove my face all the way in there and smell. Yeah. It's a sweet pumpkin waffle. It's either baked. I think it's baked. Not baked, but you know, whatever it is that you do to waffles. Cooked. Anyway, there's not a lot of cinnamon, there's not a lot of spice. I would get it again, but this is not a candle you can walk away from. You have to stay. I don't recommend burning candles throughout your house. I recommend you burn the candle where you are, and that's it, especially if you have animals. So this is pumpkin spice. This was from Walmart. It was like $4.50. I don't know, like 2 years ago maybe. This is pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon with essential oils. You can tell they're trying to be like Bath and Body Works. And you can see I didn't finish this candle. The burn was fine, and if it were still October, I would keep burning this until it was gone. The smell is decent. It would smell better if the wicks weren't so puny, but they are, and I'm just not going to fool with it. I'm not going to put it on the melter. I have so much clearance wax from... It's strange. I just got an emergency alert and an Amber alert on the phone I'm recording on, which is not connected to the internet. Anyway, I'm going to call this candle done, even though you can see there's a lot more wax left. The wicks, sorry, are just too puny, and so it's not even worth putting it back. And that's probably why I didn't finish it the first year, because this second year I pulled it out. So I would not repurchase that candle. We also finished a flannel. Don't you just love this packaging? It's especially beautiful when it's burning. So this is one of Mark's favorite scents. It's not one of my favorite. If it were me, I wouldn't buy it. It's not that it's not nice, it's just okay. Fresh bergamot, heirloom mahogany, soft musk with natural essential oils. And this is from 2021. You can see it put itself out, and we didn't really have any problems with this candle at all. This was a perfect student. This is, you get that mahogany, so instead of it being like the high intensity mahogany, what is it, driftwood mahogany, their standard mahogany candle, that bergamot brightens it up. And yeah, it's just not my favorite, but this was a great candle. I would give it a 10 out of 10 as far as strength and throw. And scent appeal, because it burns so well, the scent was very strong. Mark loved it. He would give it a 10 out of 10. This 2016 Leaves candle did not disappoint with that lid. Look at that beautiful burn. I don't know if that's a wick or a bug. Looks like a bug. But anyway, this is old enough not to have with essential oils. This is crisp red apple, golden nectar, warm clove spice. There was something about this candle that, how would I describe it in literary terms? This candle was like, it was like you were surfing the big one. And when this pulled out and made its wax pull, the flame was on top, the wax pull was pretty deep, the scent was filling the room. It was like you're in the tunnel of the wave. It pulled you in, and it kept you there, and it captivated me. This candle, I'm telling you what, this candle was an experience. So yeah, highly, highly recommend. If you still have this one, well, I wouldn't burn it during Christmas, but dang. And then, why do we have this one in there? I don't know. Did I talk about this one last time? I don't remember talking about this one last time. The only thing I can think of is perhaps this was, and I don't even think this is true. This was in my candle crock and I pulled it out and put it in the empties. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember burning it in October, but it's pretty much gone, and it's a Sonoma. This is an old one. I think it's 2018. If you're a numbers person, you can tell me. The numbers are right there. But anyway, yeah, we probably paid $7 for this because, yeah, and we bought several. This is eucalyptus mint. This is like, it smells a lot like the Bath & Body Works Stress Relief. Mark really likes it. He prefers the Bath & Body Works, but this is also a nice, very nice one. I can't vouch for any new Sonoma candles because I haven't bought any in quite a while. So, but I would give this, from memory, this is like the second or third one of this particular packaging and year that we had. So this was a 10 out of 10 as far as performance and scent and throw. The lavender ones from this year were also really good. Okay. Oh, this is a sad day. I finished my cabin in the woods. When I was looking for my Christmas candles, which ones I would burn, I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to smell that. This is Goose Creek. Look at that label. And when it's burning and when it's down like low and it's lighting this thing up, it's so beautiful. I will try to find the scent notes and put them here. Because I don't know. It's definitely woods. I would say cedar, pine. There's something astringent. Anyway, I'm going to save this label and put it where I save labels because that makes me happy. So I don't know if you can still get this, but if you can, it's worth it. And I don't know what year it's from. It says 010377 on the bottom. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know how you can tell with Goose Creek candles. Anyway, Cabin in the Woods, ladies and gentlemen. And then I'm proud of myself for this. I did finish Warm and Cozy. And like I said before, when I was giving myself the 15 candle challenge, this is a weird one, but it's nice. And I've already given you the scent notes. So if you need the scent notes, go back to that video, which I'll put in an iCard, and scroll to where I'm talking about this and you will see the scent notes. But one of the things that makes it so welcoming or comforting is the sandalwood, I think. So burn was excellent, no issue at all. You can see, these are both Goose Creek, by the way. You can see this one, I either didn't tend to the wicks, because I tend not to burn these large jars are all in 1 month. Sometimes I do, but oftentimes I don't. So I will put it back till next year and then I won't remember. That was unnecessarily exaggerative. But anyway, you can tell this stood a lot. But it's a good candle. Like, I'm not knocking Goose Creek, so don't come after me. I'm just saying, They do soot, but if I kept on top of the wicks better, it might not be that bad. So I would give this, I wouldn't buy this one again just because, I don't know, because it wasn't my absolute favorite, not because it wasn't a good candle. It may be your favorite, but I did enjoy it, you know, for what it was. And yep, I would give it, as far as performance and throw, it was actually pretty good. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. Scent appeal, it was up there. It was like a 7 out of 10, to be honest with you. And then last but not least is Toffee Brittle. I was just craving this scent. This is maple cream, brown butter, and coconut sugar. And this was from 2018, the sweater collection. Did y'all love that? I had somebody in my last video said that they also liked the sweater collection. This candle was a pain in the butt because it got puny wicks a couple times and I had to spoon some of it out. But when it burned correctly, and you can even see, like this one put itself out, pretty sure, and those two, and I can still smell it, so I could technically still put it on the warmer, but I'm moving on already. I'm moving on. Who is that? I can see his face, but I can't think of the singer. It's a country singer. Anyway, Toffee Brittle, I would recommend. Loved it. Scent appeal was probably like a 9 out of 10. Performance, it wasn't the worst, so I did have to scoop some wax out. It did give me a little bit of problems, but it wasn't super aggressive like this one. So I would prefer this. I'd prefer somewhere in the middle, to be honest with you, but I would still, performance, I would still give it like 7.5 out of 10. So I only have one little Bath and Body Works thing to show you. So since it's right by my hand, I'm going to show you before I show you the wax. And that's Pocketback. And this is very cool. So it wasn't, it kind of put me in mind of like Black Cherry Merlot. It was really nice. I would get it again. I'm not the biggest fruit fan, but it was okay. Yeah, so let's get into the wax. And as you know, I tell you every time, I don't, I'm trying to get better at like using a whole clam and then moving on to the next. But I also like to, I thought it was knocking, it's Sandy scratching herself, sorry. I also just like to smell what I want to smell. So that often leaves me with a bucket full of half-used clamshells, and I'm okay with that. I'll just use it until it's gone, put it over till the next season. If it's in a nice clamshell like this, it doesn't, your wax typically doesn't lose its scent if it's in the correct type of plastic. And I went ahead and made my Christmas melting basket, so I didn't show you what I had for autumn, and I do apologize for that, but let me just go ahead and show you my empties. And like I said, keep in mind that this is not all I melted, but these are just the empties. So Rustic Country Home, these were on clearance for 10 cents, so I bought, they had sleeves and sleeves and sleeves of them, but I only bought like maybe 10 or 20, and then I shared them. This is a predominantly a cinnamon scent. It smells like a Michael's or like a Hobby Lobby. It's very nice. It's a good mixer. You can also use it on its own, especially this time of year, autumn and Christmas. This is good for any time of year. So yeah, finish that one. Pumpkin bread. This was on clearance for 75 cents. It may have even been less, but let's just say it was 75 cents. This is, you cannot get this packaging anymore. Can you get this scent anymore? I'm not sure. Because like I said, I haven't looked at the Walmart wax in a good long while. This is more spices. On cold, this is more spices than anything baked, but warmed up, it does smell pretty good, pretty authentic. And then Cozy Gathering Wax Cubes. This is very much like a fireplace incense scent. Very strong. And it does remind you, why does it remind you of sweaters and blankets? And I don't know, maybe there is a laundry, they've snuck in some sort of laundry scent that I can't really detect. Anyway, this was a lot stronger when I bought it. Now I have to use like 2 or 3, and then at best it's like a 5. So I'm trying to use these up. And this is also a good mixer. Cookies for Santa. When I talked about this in one of my videos, I mentioned that it was light to me. And somebody said it was really strong for them. And so I thought, well, maybe it was the melter that I had it in. Maybe I find that the hot plate melters put out more scent than the light, the kind that you use like a 25-watt light bulb. So it could have been the melter that I had it in. And I went ahead and pulled it out and used it all up. And it was nice. It's like a milky cinnamon scent. It shows cookies, so yeah, I would say cookies, but it looks like you're led to believe it's chocolate chip cookie, but I wouldn't say it's specifically chocolate chip. But it is nice, and I would get it again. And then finally, I finished, this is the only jar of cubes I've ever gotten at Ross. This was $4.99. And I got it because it was lavender, and y'all know I like to smell, I was going to say listen to. Y'all know I am being very sassy. I know that. I'm packed with attitude today, and yeah, sorry about that. Y'all know I love my lavender scent, especially at night. It's very relaxing. This is fresh lavender, crushed chamomile, and white tea leaves, and this was wonderful. Right now, it doesn't smell great. It smells like very, very astringent lavender. But when it was melting, it was wonderful. So I finished all of that. So that is all of my empties. Best in show for candles. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it was leaves for sure. And then for wax melts, I would say this lavender bouquet that I finally finished has nothing to do with autumn, has everything to do with relaxation. But yeah, that is it. So that's all I have as far as my household fragrance empties. So if you like this type of video, please give me a big thumbs up. And I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope y'all have a wonderful Christmas season. Like I said, I might be doing Vlogmas. Just gonna go where it takes me. And if I don't, please don't be mad at me. If I do and you don't want to watch, please don't watch. You don't have to watch. But yeah. If you have any experience with any of these candles, please leave your thoughts down below, because I always like to know if you guys either still have the candle in your collection. Like somebody told me that they had this candle. I don't know if you said you burned it or not. I have to go back and check. But I always like to know if you have had the candle, if you still have it and you haven't burned it, or anything like that. So yeah, I am going to let you guys go, and I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.